Hey folks, welcome back to a new video. In this video, I will share how to run your own AI model on your personal computer, and you don't need any internet connection to do that. And yeah, so it's completely open source, free. You don't have to even pay for anything. And the very first thing you need to do is you need to go to this website, olama.com, and here you need to download Olama, right? And I've already downloaded Olama in my desktop. So I'm just gonna directly install it. So okay, so I started the install of Olama, and then this is what you get. So once you download the software, you get this. You click on next, you click on install, and then I think it's installed now. You can either copy this if you want to run this specific model, or you can just click on finish. You can open your terminal here. You need to run the command Olama, right? Once you see this instruction over here, it means that you successfully installed your model. And now if I type in Olama list, you can see that I've already downloaded a model called DeepSeek R1 1.5 billion parameters, and it is of 1.5 GB, right? If you want to install more models, what you need to do is you need to go to models over here, select the model you want. So you can select, there are a lot of models over here. You can select any one model. So in this example, I'm going to choose a reasoning model, and this is the model 7B. I'm going to copy this command. So you can choose 32B, 70B, 671B, but I would not recommend 671B unless you have a good hardware. You need to also have external GPUs or very powerful GPUs to run this, and to get a faster response. And it also consumes a lot of space, so I would not recommend using this if it's a general purpose model. So Olama already has fine-tuned it. So for example, if you, so it's called distilled models, right? So it is already distilled into smaller models, so you can use that. You don't need to use the larger models. And also, if you look at the benchmark scores, right, you can see that DeepSeek is on par with paid versions of AI models like ChatGPT or something like that. And I'll just select the 7B. I can choose 8B, and the command here would change, but I'll just select the 7B. I'll copy this command, and I'll come back to my terminal. I'll just paste it. Just make sure that Olama is running on your desktop, and once you do this, it will start downloading the model. So you can see that it's 4.7 GB, and it's going to take this much time depending on your internet speed. So I'll see you back after this is downloaded. Okay, so the model is completely downloaded. We can see that it is 4.7 GB, and it is DeepSeek R17B. And here we can ask a question to it, and just ask, hey, can you assist you today? So it's responding. I'll just add a simple equation, or I'll just ask a simple multiplication question. Can you tell me what is the multiple of x? This is a simple multiplication question. So it's thinking. Yeah, this is the problem with reasoning model. Even if it's a simple question, it will just do a lot of thinking before giving a proper response. Okay, let me see actually what is the um, calculation. So what did we enter? So it's 566 multiplied by 8999. The answer is 509,88334. Okay, so we already have that answer here. So just double checking if it's right or wrong. Okay, so it's saying that it's a correct result because it's just confirming by different multiplying it with a different method and just getting the same answer. Okay. Okay, so this is the thinking part, and this is the result what it is giving. Okay, I don't know why it's inserting this exclamation mark, but yeah, this is the right answer. But it's reasoning, it's thinking like a human, right? So that is what DeepSeek is doing. Now, this is all in terminal, which is pretty cool, but we want this in a nice UI. I think like a chat GPT kind of interface. Is this because it makes the readability better, accessibility better? So to do that, there's a tool called, I'll just type in here, anything LLM, right? If you go to this link, you will see three options: Mac OS, Windows, Linux. The process is the same. I've already downloaded the software. So you can see that I've already downloaded the software. So I just start installing from here. I get this option. I'll move it to applications. Think it's preparing to copy. So yeah, we see the screen. It's loading workspaces. We already have a workspace called Rahul because I had already installed this app. But you can create almost workspace you want. But since I've already created a workspace, I'll just use this. And this is your thread. So basically, this is your chat, whatever you want to do, and here you can enter prompt. So I'll just enter a sample prompt. So you can see that could not respond, models required. So basically, we have not set what model to use for this. So to do that, go to settings, go to chat settings, and you can see that there's an option called system default, right? So this is where you're supposed to set your model. Scroll down. If you have OpenAI, anything, Anthropic or anything like that, you can use that. But since we are running this locally, I will select Olama, and you can see that our downloaded model, both of them are here. So 7B is here, 1.5B is here. How do we know that? So what I'll do is I'll open a new terminal. I'll type in Olama. You can see that there is a command called list to list models. I'll type it once again. Olama list. So here you can see there are two models. One is DeepSeek R1 1.5B, 7B. If you need more models, what you can do here is you can go to Olama once again, go to models, select the model you want. So let's just say if you want model 3.3, just copy this command and run it on your terminal and it will start downloading. So just be aware of the size. So you can see that 70B is 43 GB. So the bigger the size, bigger the parameter size, bigger the model size, and slower the model if your system is not optimized for that kind of models, right? So once that is clear, coming back to anything LLM, I'll select 1.R17B, and in advanced setting you can leave it like this if you want, and you can click on save. And LLM temperature, maybe you can set it to 0.2, and then you need to click on this. Don't forget to click on this button. You need to click on this, and that's when it's gonna get updated. If I come back to my default thread or this thread, now I will press A. So you can see that it's thinking. It's not directly giving us the responses. So it's thinking what is the best response which can provide. Okay, so this is the thinking and this is the response. So you can see that. Um, let's just test something specifically with coding. We are already building an app. It's a habit tracking app. We have already built this using ChatGPT. So this entire interface is ChatGPT. What I'll do is I'll just copy this code and I'll paste it here. And then I'll ask AI to optimize this. Can you optimize this code? Just share the code and not any reason. Um, can you optimize this code and reshare? Let's see what it comes up with. So this is the code I've added. So this is a Swift code for settings view. So it's thinking it might take a second. All right, I need to add the Swift code, so it recognizes that it's a Swift code. Okay. This might take a minute, so we can go through this together, but you can also fast forward if you want to the actual response. But it's slow because it depends on your system's hardware. If you have a faster processor, I think it would be much faster. I can also feel my system getting a little bit warmer. Yeah, yeah. This is a resource intensive process. So if I check here, okay, I don't know if this list is properly updated, but I can feel my system getting warmer. Okay, so it has shared the code. Let's see if I copy this code and I'll run it. So right now in Xcode, by default, uh, if you have any errors, it shows up here on top right. I will paste this code here. So you can see that, okay, although it is generating some kind of improvements, but it is not exactly right. Maybe it needs more context, maybe it needs to understand more files. But yeah, this is a pretty neat tool which you can use to generate any quick responses for your code. If you need to fix something, you can do that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please share if you find this video useful. Appreciate your support.